What's going on, world? It's your man Pat Caesar, Seasallauto LLC, mobile mechanic and roadside services. We out here at the shop right now. I got a pack full of stuff. That's not important. We got this recently acquired 2006 Chrysler 300, and well, after much testing and much deliberating and consulting, I believe that I may have a blown head gasket. One of the other problems that it's had was a city part doing out here. What y'all doing, bro? Damn. Always trying to run away from the county, but they always around. So cylinder number one had a misfire. I bought a car just left my trusty where's it at? Trusty parts store, that Master Pro. Y'all know what it is. They ain't giving me no plug for this, but I do like their products. They cheap, they work. And we're gonna fix this misfire, and we're also gonna see if we can make some of this stuff work that's never actually worked for me before, but I'm willing to try it again because of, well, people have demanded it. So I just want to see, does Blue Devil head gasket sealer actually work? I have no idea, but because of prior experience, I'm gonna say no, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna get into it right after the intro. So you may be wondering, well, Pat, if you know it does not work, why are you gonna try it anyway? I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Now, I'm using this vehicle. I recently got this vehicle as an impound, and they never came back for it, so it became mine. It was not intended. I didn't actually want this thing. And then, you know, to find out that it's got problems on top of it. Cool doors though. It's missing a selenium, which I got in the shop. Somebody put some real work into these seats, even though they didn't finish the seats. But this is one of those first indications. When the car was abandoned, what happened is they abandoned the car, the police was called, and long story short, I got the car. They're like, can you come pick this up? I'm like, yeah, you know. I can talk about it freely now because, you know, I've already got the title, the whole paperwork. You know, I gave the people the chance to come and get it. I met the people. They're like, you can keep it, bro. We don't even want this thing. So, yeah, they got some crazy painting. Whoever had it at one point put a lot, I mean, a lot of time and money into this thing, because this is airbrush, and it's like not, it's actually done very good. I'm not with the whole skull and bones and all that stuff, but yeah, I had some 24s to put on this thing, and I sold them some time ago. The shocks don't work here, so I gotta hold it up with my hand. But long story short, it's got multiple colors. I don't know, you know, it's got a cracked windshield, and I thought about putting nitrous on this thing, but I decided no. What we're gonna do is we gonna probably just use it as a trade-in, and but I do want to see if I can get it to run right. So that cylinder right there is number one, and I'm gonna double check that again. And I'm just assuming it's a coil pack. I actually didn't do no real testing. The coil pack was only like 40 or 50 bucks. Hell, the Blue Devil was actually about more expensive than the actual coil pack. So the game plan is, it does not overheat. And I actually did not even do a block test, even though my block test is sitting on a shelf. The reason why I came to the conclusion of it possibly being a bad head gasket is because it does run a little bit. It doesn't run hot. It doesn't run hot, and the oil and water is not mixing, but it gets right at that middle level, and I can see that there's exhaust gases blowing back up through the expansion valve or expansion tank. So before it runs too hot or any of that stuff, that's what we're gonna do. Plus, I did notice that it also had an oil light on. I put oil in it. The oil looks fresh, so it might have a spun or a going out oil pump. But this car can't sit out my shop for much longer. Y'all know I already got my slider. I got some cars over there that needs to get brought over here and worked on. And yeah, so that's the game plan right now. This is an experimental game. It's costing me money. It's already cost me money, but that's another 100 bucks. So I want y'all to take y'all votes down in the comments below right now. Does this stuff work? Will this work and make this thing run smooth and you know, not run anywhere close to hot? Or will it you know, destroy the cooling system, which is what I'm betting on. Leave your comments down below, man. I want to know what y'all think about this stuff, and have you used it before, because that's gonna be an interesting one. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get the tripod, and we're gonna set this thing up and go ahead and get to work. So I ain't got a whole lot of battery left. I might just have to switch it from my other camera, because the other camera has battery, but it does not have it has battery, but it does not have any storage on the SD card. I forgot to upload, so I may switch that around. I was gonna actually turn this around and be in the shade, which would make a lot more sense, but because the instructions say that you need to do this cold, I don't want to touch it at all. I haven't touched it for like 2 days, so we're gonna do it right here. Like I say, the hood, what's the names, don't actually work, so. Piece of angle liner will do real good. Alrighty, so they did mention if it does not have direct access, let's try to put this camera here. If it does not have direct access to the radiator, I don't think you can use the overflow tank or expansion tank. So I believe what we're gonna do is actually drain some out, take off this radiator hose, and pour it directly in here, and let it go from there. So let me go get my stuff and we're gonna do it. All right, so to keep this raw as possible, first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is get down here and figure out where this where the reservoir hooks up. I don't think I have to jack it up, but let me see. I see the what's in here. Oh yeah, cool. So the game plan is we're gonna let some of this open. I just put Freon in here too, so that kind of sucks. I had one that I was like, oh, I'm not gonna need this, and thinking that it was just low on fluid. Then the more research I did, the more I realized that I was probably tripping. So, what I'm looking for, or what I look for, hold on, let me just take this off because this will make my life easier. Hold on. The stand ain't working for me. The stand's good though. The stand has its place. And there it is. So, I'm looking for this right here, this tube. Come on down. We're gonna go ahead and put this here, and on the other side of it, I can't see it, but maybe you guys can. There should be a little screw or something right here, and let me see. Yep, I feel it right there. Oh, that's hard. All right, so I guess I am gonna jack this thing up a little bit. I should have probably moved the cars and stuff to do this. I didn't really think this all the way through. I just thought it would make very interesting content. Yo, yo, yo! That's my homie Mike. So I thought this would make some interesting content. So I was like, let's go ahead and let's record it like freaking most other Dodgers. It ain't got no place to like jack this up properly. And that feels good enough. I don't need it to be up crazy. Not bending, so that's good. All right, go over there and say what's up to my homie here in a minute. Slide under here. Yes, I don't have a jack stand, I know, but if I could just get this thing to turn a little bit, I'd be fine. Man, that thing's on there. All right, let me go get some pliers. Whew. It's not easy being cheesy. 2 minutes in. Got a 1982 Chevrolet Monte Carlo I gotta go pick up, do some wheel bearings on. Gotta call the gentleman. I needed to move this. I can move the Chrysler. My shop is packed right now because I'm reorganizing some things, so I don't have no space in there. Some pliers will work just fine for this here job. Actually, looking under here, it actually don't look that bad. A little old spot, but ain't nothing like major. Uh-oh. gonna do that. Really? Usually you just turn this bugger right here. Usually ain't gotta turn it this damn much either though. Unless there just ain't nothing in here. Kinda doubt because I just filled it up the other day when I did move it to this position. I am on the right thing, yeah. Very strange. Huh. Maybe there's nothing in the system. Maybe it leaked all out. I got another way to test that. We're gonna twist this another one twice. Yeah, like nothing coming out of here. That's actually crazy. I just filled this thing like 2 days ago. So what I'm gonna do, move that, put this back on my tripod here. Alrighty. And I'm going to take off the radiator hose and see if any fluid comes out. And that'll be, even though this is just the upper one. The game plan was to drain it out and then change out the coil pack. Regular pliers actually work a lot better for this. But I do see fluid. Like it's getting ready to come out, so. Huh, I don't know why that's not working down there. There's definitely fluid in here. Not a whole lot, but. Yeah, not a whole lot. But that's a new antifreeze I just put in here. I'll say, I know I just put some in here. So I'll get back down there. And while that little bit is still draining out, I will go ahead and change out this coil. I already took off the what's the name for it. With this, it took out. That might be why they never changed this. Because this is actually a part of the damn. It's a part of the damn. What you call it thing, man? It's a part of the valve cover. That grommet that's right there has to come out. So I think I'm gonna take the other pair of pliers, grip it here, and try to pull this out, and then push that part back inside of here, because this is not supposed to happen. So give me a minute, I'm gonna do that. All right, so we got some new revelations on what's going on. My buddy came by, shout out to Mike, Euro Import Tech, and he's like, yo bro, I tell him what's going on. He says Blue Devil. It's funny, I had already had the Blue Devil, okay? Then he's like, I was telling him what was going on. He's like, well damn bro, did you try to bleed the system first? It sounded like it might have air. I didn't even think about that. So we're gonna reverse this a little bit, and we're gonna actually focus. Maybe it's savable. Maybe this is what's going on. I'm gonna fill it back up, put just water in it this time instead of antifreeze, and hit the bleeder valves. I didn't think to do it, to be honest with you. I was ready to go spend the money, get it done, and get it on and popping, because I'm ready to make a move. So hopefully I didn't bend this too much. I finally got it out with some vice grips. There. Oh, my brand new coil pack, Master Pro. Put this bad boy in here. And hopefully this clears out the mist, because I didn't even take out the plug to verify whether it is or is not doing its thing. I hate to be a parts changer, but realistically, oh, it's spinning inside of there. Okay, so that's gonna have to work. Man, that's so loose though. It is spinning inside. That's probably why they probably never changed it. But I hate to be a parts changer, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Yeah, it's spinning in the inside. It's the same thing it did with the last one. So, oh, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna tighten you back. We're just gonna tighten it up here. Now she on there. Get there. Oh yeah. Good as new, baby. So it's in there. Wish it was tighter, but it'll be all right. We're gonna put some water in here and go ahead and bleed the system. This should be a 10. Oh man, this is working out great. Let's see what we got. Oh, my battery's about to die, so I gotta go change batteries. This is not really oil, it's actually just water that I put inside of here. The battery's probably gonna die, so I'm gonna go ahead and change the batteries after this one and bleed the system. I got to get back down there and also tighten back that radiator drain spot. For some reason it's not even coming out of it. It should be coming out by this point, because I'm sure there's something in here, and that's filled. So let me jump back down there, let me change this battery, and we'll get right back to it. All right, so looks like we got everything on. I have the new coil pack on. I went down there and tried to tighten up that radiator drain. For some reason it's not doing right. I'm not even gonna stress it. Water that is in the oil bottle, and filled back up the reservoir. It is literally filled to the top right now. See that gloss, that glare? And I'm gonna close my shop door and go ahead and crank it up and see if it does, see what it does. So that is the next game plan. It was supposed to be getting Blue Devil right now, but that ain't worked out. So hopefully for a good reason, I can take that back and get the money back. All right, let's get a little bit closer. Got the bay doors closed. I just pressure washed that, looking pretty good. Let's see what we got going on here. Still jacked up, man. It'll be all right. I just want to see if it stopped missing at this point. Well, it still sounds like crap. It still sounds like it's missing. It ain't smoking. So, all right. See if it's leaking anything. Nope. after moving all this coil out the way, this looks so much more professional. We'll get our old coil pack out the way. It smoothed it out a little bit. Not really, not really. I thought so, but you listen to it good, no. So, now that we got that part out the way, I was hoping to keep the camera inside of the shade, but it don't look like it's gonna happen. Pretty hot out here today. Feels great. Almost no clouds in the sky. Beautiful day in Florida, man. I love it. And I wear all black, so you know, I stay with the heat. So the game plan now, since we're not gonna run the Blue Devil, I'll just zip by hitting against here. We're gonna go ahead and bleed this out. Cause you can see, right there it's bubbling quite heavy. Okay, let's bring this down. I gotta get you out the sun. I'm so sorry, GoPro. There's like nothing coming out of here. What's going on, bro? Y'all hold that thought for just a second. See that water coming out? That's all air. Mike was on to it. So as you can see, we got water, or we got air still coming out of here now. I got that open. I'm afraid to hit this one, but I think I'm gonna have to anyway. All right. Now there ain't nothing coming out. So this one, I can feel there's air coming out. If I got something I could do it. This one not as much. It's like gooey. I don't know what the heck. All right, we're gonna let this do this for a few minutes and we'll come back. Now I'm probably gonna fast forward past this whole thing, because if you can see, it's so little. Like that was a little bit. It's so little coming out. This should be flowing back. I didn't even think that there would be air in the system. I was tripping. And here I go and I spent $100 worth of products on this thing. We want to get this whole thing out though. The game plan is get it to where it's got water coming out on both sides of the thermostat housing on a more consistent basis. We're still bubbling in the reservoir, the expansion valve here, or expansion tank here. So we'll let it do its thing until that's more of a constant. I'm gonna look for a 10mm, or maybe I just use a ratchet, it'll be fine. But once that starts coming out more constant, then we'll move on to the next step.